They go and go again.
Well done then,
Corey kicks to centre half forward. Hawkins, Podsiadly couldn't quite. He kept on coming. Chapman put the head down. The Tigers won't be moved either.
Oh, Jimmy Bartell, Hutto, that was just unbelievable. They were away. It was 3-on-1. Have a look at Jimmy here. You can see the Tigers run towards goal there. Conker and Matty White.
And again,
just desperation.
Effort.
That was fantastic.
He just finds a way when it doesn't seem humanly possible.
That's what you say about getting an arm in. That's all he did there.
Hawkins to Morris. Podsiadly. If it gets out, who knows what's going to happen here. Joel Corey might know. Trying to orchestrate something. Hooley, strong at it, sliding in Conker. Make sure it didn't get sucked underneath him. Now Hawkins will wrap it up. They'll appeal for holding the ball, but it certainly won't be there. It's a ball up, 4:26 to go.
Still plenty of time.
There is, but it's getting to that stage for Richmond, isn't it, where they certainly can't afford to concede one.
Be careful of the third up jumper. Richmond have got to be aware that Geelong will look to get a third up.
There is Selwood.
Got it down. Grimes. There's no escape from there.
Tommy Hawkins just off the back of the pack here with his hands on his knees. Will he be just the big tomahawk, get that fist on it now with his great vertical leap?
Stevie Johnson is loitering. He'll get on the move here, and he'll be looking for the first receiver off the third up jumper.
Newman's watching him, but Johnson goes to the other side of the stoppage. We'll see whether he makes his move now. Does it fall in his direction?
Great tap,
no,
Hawkins.
Instead, it went to Christensen, who just handballed in hope. And in the end, it's going to fall Richmond's way, Greg. West was there to crunch him. Chapman again, he will not be denied in this last quarter. It's Taylor Hunt with the release kick. Now, look how far Steve Johnson's pushed forward, but it bounces.
Yeah, good result for Geelong.
Yeah,
a boundary throw in the forward pocket.
Disappointing result for Richmond too.
Well, Richmond near got to drag this one over the back. Got to risk it now.
Marich knows that. Grimes, Johnson, Podsiadly. It's another ball up. Time is the biggest enemy now of the Tigers.
Yeah, they've shut this down.
Well,
Geelong, they've just got big numbers around here, not allowing any space for Richmond to run out.
And Geelong is setting up the wall too, Alistair. So what Richmond cannot do is just blaze away. They've got the extra player behind the ball.
Podsiadly with a big left. Out to Duncan. And he misses.
This is a good result for the Tigers.
Yeah, well, that was the third up jump. Down to Duncan, snap, but Richmond, as you said, have got possession, so it's just what they need.
It means they need 2 goals though now. That's
well, it won't be a draw, that's what it won't be.
Cooley will probably want to play on and use it long.
Or short.
Or they've got to be about to play on. They've got to move it on now.
So Batchelor hemmed in. Goes for Newman. Too risky as it turned out. Up for grabs. Morris. You don't envy that situation for Richmond. Batchelor, can he find a way out? He can. Rance.
Oh, they're away.
They are. They're through to Conker.
And
Miller
Vickery.
is the next step. They've just got on. They had to get it moving at all costs. They couldn't. The interception from Enright.
Unbelievable, Enright. He saved the goal
Yeah.
3 minutes ago, and then that smother, I think that's just about saved in the game because they had three players, Richmond.
Yep, absolutely.
One more clean possession and it was a goal. Chapman goes across to young Stringer. What'll he do? He takes the moment on, goes in with confidence,
That would have
kicks
been it.
behind. And that gives Richmond a chance.
Absolutely, still gives them a chance once again, get possession back. And they've got to look to, if they pass the ball short here, they've got to be able to move it on quickly.
What about the courage of Corey Enright to come off his man Miller, who was running towards the Richmond goal? That's great courage to be able to intercept that.
Oh, Tom Hawkins goes up and takes a big mark with thundering response.
They're doing everything right at the moment.
They'll probably
The
go
Cats.
outside to Bartell and try to soak up a bit of time.
He's telling the umpire, I'm going to have a shot for goal, I reckon, so he can try and use his full time.
Oh, he should be able to as well.
I don't think he's anyway, he passes it well to West. Took the pace off it. Oh, boy, West would like to have another chance of that one. Morris came through.
Just too desperate at the moment,
Steve
Geelong.
Johnson smothered. It just hasn't clicked for him today.
Well, those 50-50 balls, Pickers, Richmond are winning those for 3.5 quarters. Geelong have lifted.
And it's been their senior experience, Geelong players as well, Spud.
Yeah, Sell with 7, Stevie J with 7, Corey Enright with 7.
Hawkins got it down. And this all suits Geelong. It comes out, and that might help the Richmond cause. Bartell and Conker. And Bartell just locks it under him there, so it's a ball up. 2 minutes and 5.
Still time.
Yeah, it's just a matter of have to, though, isn't it? Now
And I think
for
Richmond need to spread.
roll the dice, spread a
Yeah,
bit.
even from this stoppage, Hutto, just push forward.
Yep.
Because the Geelong defenders will have to go with them. The numbers around the contest is really suiting Geelong at the moment.
Grigg slapped it clear. Oh, again, it was Bartel to Chapman. Stringer. Ball following around in this quarter. And that's not going to help. It's a ball up.
Well,
So a couple of Richmond half forwards now just need to sprint towards the right of screen just to open up the stoppage, because they need to kick goals. If they don't kick a goal, they don't win. So they need to roll the dice right now.
It's man on man ahead of them, isn't it?
Yeah, well, here they need to make it a 7-on-10. Pull 3 players out and run the risk.
Yep.
West buffeted his way through. And again, this just suits Geelong. Joel Corey. Here's Stringer again.
Had it on a string.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Mackey out to Taylor. Low ball to half forward. Duncan, is it a free?
Well
It
on.
was.
Yeah, clumsy.
Yeah, tired legs, but it did appear clumsy. And Mitch Duncan will use all the seconds he's allocated to Taylor. Into the pocket. Podsy Adley, been a tough day for him. All Rants went for the spoil. Got it down to Morris.
Been
It's
good,
all
Rance.
or nothing now for the Tigers. Here's Rants
Have they got time?
backing out. 1:17. It's time for them to kick one goal. Oh, maybe not
Well
now.
done again.
And the wise old heads of the Cats have just been too strong when it's counted in the last quarter.
Was Smothers, Joel Corey Enright twice. I know that Chris Scott, they still haven't won the game, but he'll be showing the senior players have lifted in this last quarter. Paul Chapman, who's been quite the start of the year, has had 8 disposals in this last quarter. I know he's kicked the 2 goals, but he's lifted. Harry Taylor, Selwood, Stevie Johnson. Of course, Enright's 2 Smothers.
So he's had 7 disposals in this quarter. He's found it tough today to provide his magic. And again, it's just not quite there for Stevie J today. But the time that's elapsed in all of that means that Geelong, barring a miracle now, are home.
Well, here's the old-fashioned talk down the middle, you would have thought. Just hit and hope, see what happens.
Has to go down the middle. Went to himself instead. Takes on Podsy Adley. Maybe regrets that now. Now they have to go. Went back behind the mark. Stretches the handball out. We've got to half back to Morris. And then out to the wing. They're working the angles well. Rance has to go. Got to get it in there. They need a goal and then get the centre bounce and get it out again. Big marriage. Lumbering. And I don't think he can quite get there. There's 11 seconds.
Well, it's a great result for Geelong.
Oh, they've been really tested today. Chris Scott will be quietly relieved because they were outplayed in certain stages of the games, namely in the first quarter and the third quarters, but they've responded.
Well, in the end, all that matters for Geelong is they have won the 4 points. And they have. Boy, did it take some work. Richmond really took it up to the reigning premiers today, but they're smiling at Simmons Stadium. They're out on their feet, the players. The Cats win by 10 points.